Alright, so we are taking another ride out to Merrit Island. I was out there on Monday, today is Wednesday. And the dirt trail that I was trying to get out onto, I didn't realize there was an Iron Ranger at the head of the trail and you had to pay $10 access fee. Didn't have any cash on me, so I was forced to turn around. So we are going back out there, wallet full of cash, or something like that. And we're going to ride the road that we were turned away from on Monday. I am looking forward to just getting out of the house, getting into the breeze a little bit. All right, we're gassed up. We're heading eastbound into the sun. Coming through this Florida black hammock here. Look how beautiful this is. Maytown Road coming up on US 1. It's like you're just expecting a T-Rex to come walking across this road here. Right out of Jurassic Park. Just beautiful. Love it. Love it! Alright, we're making the turn onto Merrit Island here. Or the road that leads to it anyway. Beautiful ride, uneventful. We love those. And we are headed towards Kennedy Space Center. Merrit Island, of course, most famous for Cape Canaveral. And my understanding is that this ride, this road, is going to give us great views of the Kennedy Space Center itself, the vehicle assembly building, the launch pads. I don't know if they have anything out there, so we'll have to wait and get out there and see. Haulover Canal Bridge, or the Haulover Bridge, which goes over the Haulover Canal. Small metal deck bridge. There is the Indian River off in the distance there. 2.5 miles from our turnoff on a Biolab Road. Alright, here it is, Biolab Road. So just to give you a little backstory, I was here 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and watched a vlogger come down this road. Thought it would be really interesting to try. He never mentioned the Iron Ranger, which is basically a booth that you have to put money into in order to get a day pass to access this area. So I had no cash on me and I was forced to turn around. I tried some other dirt roads in the area which were beautiful, but this is the one I really wanted to do. So we're back to do this Biolab Road. This time we have our cash, so we're all ready for Mr. Iron Ranger. And we're going to see what this is all about. You can see here where it says purchase day pass ahead. That's where I got thrown for a loop, and here's Mr. Iron Ranger. So let's go ahead and pay the piper here. See what this is all about. I've never done this either. I have never used an Iron Ranger. Let's see what it says. Day pass, take envelope from the box, complete envelope, and detach permit. Here it is, Biolab Road. Beautiful so far. You're not allowed to play recordings of bird calls. So in case I was planning on doing that, yeah, that's out. Great road though. I would imagine they get alligator in here. When I was here the other day, big 10-footer I got a picture of sitting on the bank. Oh, he was actually in the water. Kind of reminds me of the Apopka Wildlife Preserve. What a beautiful road, what a beautiful ride. Well worth coming back for this. If I could find a decent place, I'm going to pull over and stretch my legs. And maybe make a little brunch, because I brought something with me. I believe way off in the distance there, I don't know if you can see it on camera, that big gray building is the Vehicle Assembly Building at Kennedy Space Center. That's the massive hangar where the rockets get built. I was expecting it to run a little bit more along water. So even though the water is only a couple of 100 feet to our left, you don't have a view to it. But that could change. This may open up again. I believe the road's about 5 miles long. Great road too, not sandy at all. It's limestone capped sandy road or dirt road. Here's a nice little pullover spot. Now we're talking. Let's spend a little time here. We're gonna have some lunch, or brunch, a little early for lunch, but we'll have some brunch. Take some pictures. And I'm going to take my helmet off, but this is that down there is where the launch pads are. Let's have some lunch. All right, let's get back onto our ride here. There's that Vehicle Assembly Building. Not sure if the camera's picking it up. It's just on the other side of this mangrove. Big giant building. Right there, that big gray building. That's the VAB. And I believe this is Beach Street, so... All right, let's see what, let's see where this takes us. I believe this just goes up to parking for the beach. You may encounter nude sunbathers within Boardwalk 13. All right. Now that we've been warned. I'm not too familiar with this end of Canaveral. I know the south end of Canaveral better. We've been there many times. Cricket and I have been there a bunch of times, but the north end I don't know as well. So I'm assuming this is just a big loop. I'm assuming at some point this turns around. And then we can actually take Biolab Road right back out. Doing a lot of work out here. Maybe rebuilding these dunes. But just look at how unused it is. 90-degree day, it's supposed to hit 90 today. Beautiful blue skies. And you can see there's just nobody out here. This is just the way it is. Canaveral Seashore is Florida's best kept secret, or one of them. And this is the end of the road. Quite literally the end of the road. Be awfully nice to be able to ride right out onto that trail there. So we're headed back up Biolab Road. I am looking for gator. There was a gator here earlier. I don't remember where I'm standing, so I can see if I can spot him. See if I can get a picture of him. I've probably passed a dozen of them that I haven't seen. Oh, there was one. There he is. There he is, right up on the bank. He's pretty big. Can you see him there? Let me get my phone. Pretty big boy. All right. Well, I knew we'd find him, and I knew he was in this area. Back out of where we started from by the Iron Ranger here. This did not disappoint. This was a beautiful ride. I would definitely do this again. Even bring stuff to go to the beach here, because the access is just perfect to the beach, to Canaveral Seashore. So great ride, had a great time, and we're gonna get headed back home. So thanks for coming along, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next time.